Hello and welcome. This is Morgan Guigon, founder and owner of South Florida Storm Chasers, live from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, concerning 91L in the Atlantic right now. Yes, we are currently working on deploying teams to possibly intercept this storm as it forms, but as of right now, it looks like we will most likely intercept it in the Outer Banks of North Carolina or just along the South Florida East Coast. My team personally is gearing up and ready to go for the South Florida East Coast. Now, as we take a better look at this system, I will quickly flip over. You guys can watch my screen. Here we go. You guys see what I see again? Perfect. Right now we have a good look at 91L from the National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida. They currently say that shower and thunderstorm activity has increased in association with the low pressure area located about 125 miles east of Melbourne, Florida. At the time of this recording, the hurricane hunters are in this system. They are finding, according to some of our friends in the hurricane hunters, so far pressures of 1,021 millibars, which is extremely high. But at the same time, we are looking at a much more organized system as seen in this satellite scan. You have a good, well-defined area of low pressure with bands spiraling around. And slowly but surely, this thing is organizing and strengthening. Now, depending on when this storm decides to get its act together, whether it be now, in a day, or late, or when the hurricane hunters are in it, we will see if there will be tropical storm watches along the east coast of Florida, particularly for St. Augustine, Melbourne, and West Palm Beach are looking at these watch areas. Miami, you will not be included. Fort Lauderdale, you have a chance of being included. At the same time of this recording, we are working to see who can specifically deploy to the system. But we do have two teams down in the Midwest right now chasing a possible derecho, and they are not available until tomorrow at the earliest. So now we go over to the PowerPoint to see what we can do here. We have Invest 91L. This is an insight by us. Now, this is in a very good area to form. It is right along the Gulf Stream and is only moving into better environments as we go on. Sea temperatures are about 1 degree above normal, and they extend to a great depth, which should allow for formation fairly quick once it gets into these waters. And the atmosphere is very moist, particularly to the south of the system. The north, there is some dry air, but not much, and this should not impede development. There is some moderate to light wind shear, but this is nothing to worry about at the current moment. Now, the threat area. This is currently undergoing slow and erratic movement. We do not know specifically where it is heading, but most of the models are in agreement of a North Carolina Outer Banks landfall, as seen here. Due to this slow and erratic movement, the models are not very correct in forecasting the system, and they have been on and off showing a possible Florida landfall for a while. Now, even though we would prefer this due to our news channel outlets here in Florida, we can take it anywhere. Now, also saying that, the Outer Banks are not our friend here. They are hard to intercept in, and with very little roads, we have very little options in and out. So if we can, we want to stay in Florida or somewhere along South Carolina or Georgia. But right now, that is not looking likely, as a TRO should pick this up later and throw it up. This could be a potential problem to Cape Cod and Massachusetts later in the week. And as it moves very slowly and erratically, we will find out more, especially once the hurricane hunters get an ideal mark on where this storm is and where its center is. Now, we are looking at possible landfall before the 4th of July, and this is specifically for South Florida. If it is going to make a landfall, it will make one between now and the 3rd. If it does not, we're looking at a landfall around the 5th, the 4th, or the 5th along the Grand Banks. Not the Grand Banks, the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Now here, this is new this year. We are doing overall development chances. You have the current National Hurricane Center chances and our chances that we give it. They give it 80% chance in the next 48 hours and an 80% chance in the next 120 hours. We, on the other chance, give it an 80% chance in the next 48 hours and a 100% chance in the next 5 days. As this thing moves southwest, it will move into the Gulf Stream, which currently is about right here. And it will enjoy nice moisture and very hot sea temperatures. And as long as we have this, we should be able to get a storm and possibly Arthur out of this. Now, depending on how long it sits over the warm waters of the Gulf Stream, depends on how long and how strong of a storm we may have. This could be the first hurricane of the season if it stays for long enough over the Gulf Stream. Saying that, we are also looking at, as we prepare to chase, we do not have some of our equipment ready yet. We only have one of the weather stations that travel with us ready. And until then, we will not be able to do any professional deployment of our systems until I believe it was July 10th. We will not be able to professionally deploy any of our probes for hurricanes. Now, saying that, we do and we will be covering all tropical systems this year that form along or near the coast, including doing these tropical updates by us. And you can expect another podcast maybe tonight into tomorrow, depending on what the National Hurricane Center says at their 5 o'clock outlook. We will most likely, in the next one, cover the 2014 hurricane season presentation made by us, including our overall prediction and exactly what we are thinking about for this hurricane season and how you should be able to stay aware and stay safe. Saying that, we are preparing to deploy. We should only be about 2 or 3 hours from deploying to Melbourne for now, and maybe West Palm Beach, depending on what the National Hurricane Center says at 5. Saying that, thank you, and have a good day.